Monday. I have not a stitch of makeup on. But I am going to be starting a very busy couple of weeks here because I decided to randomly sign myself up for a market the first weekend of September, the 5th and 6th of September. It's like a Friday night and a Saturday. And I was like, oh yeah, I can totally manage that. I have another market that's a small market, September 11th. And I was like, oh, we'll be fine. I'll be able to do that. Well, I pulled out my inventory, and since I've unloaded like half of it into the bookshop, I have like nothing. I have some serious market prepping to do. And I was a little bit overwhelmed at that prospect at first, but I'm actually excited now because I moved a lot of the stuff to the bookstore that was not selling for me at my markets. Like all my fruits and veggies, I moved there. All of my birds, I had not sold. I sold one mallard last market, but no one has even touched or looked at the birds. So I put all of those at the bookshop. I moved all my big stuff to the bookshop. I cleared out all my dinosaurs and moved them to the bookshop. So I'm kind of viewing this as a time where I can kind of just start fresh. By the way, if you're hearing craziness, my kids are playing in the shower. So sorry, that's happening. But I'm excited because I'm going to kind of replace some things that weren't selling as well with different things. So to replace all the birds, I had like a mallard, robin, eagle, flamingo. To replace those, I accidentally made a pattern yesterday that I wasn't planning on making, and now I'm going to be stocking my shelves with them. It's a loaf cat pattern, but it's not the Annie Caraway pattern. So, oh, we have a burrito. Come on, burrito. Here we go. Hi, burrito. All right, what was I saying? This pattern. So I brought my black yarn in the car yesterday, and I started making another chubby bat with the black yarn, and then I realized I was using a different hook size than I was with the other two bats that I've made. I was using a 6.5 millimeter instead of an 8, and I had already made 3 rounds with my black yarn, and I was like, oh, I don't want to frog this. What else can I make? And I remembered that Dellen from @Lauren.crochets just came out with her first pattern, and it was this little version of a loaf cat. It's called Charlie the Kitten or something. I'll put the name of it down here, or maybe I'll put a picture right here of the pattern. And so I tested it out with my black yarn, and this isn't black yarn, which means I've made more of it already. I loved the pattern. So I've made this little, I don't know, this guy. I've made this guy out of a variegated yarn. This was the one I made in the car. So a black cat. Oh, they're stackable. I just discovered they're stackable. And then this morning I made a little Siamese cat. So we have this little, whatever that is. Are there mutt cats? I'm not a cat person. Maybe I need to do how many of these little Charlie cats can I stack? Okay, that's awesome. These are going to be replacing my birds, and I wasn't even planning on making them, but now I'm replacing a whole stock of animals with these. So I'm also going to make a tuxedo cat. I'm going to make a gray tabby, and we'll just have a whole little set of these guys. So Dellen, thank you for this awesome pattern. I am going to, they're so cute. Yesterday I also got into the fall spirit by making my first pumpkin. And so I'm gonna have a little, one of the things that's gonna replace like my dinos that were on my table are fall themed patterns. So that's where I'll have my bats. I think I'm gonna make some ghosts, my little witchy toads. But I'm also gonna make a couple pumpkins. All right, this is a very abrupt transition, I realized, but when I was trying to show my pumpkin in the last clip, it was like chaos, and so I'm gonna re-show that. So I was showing you this guy in my last clip. I have an idea with this because I've offloaded all of my fruits and veggies to the bookstore. I am going to reload my wagon. So I've had different like fruits and veggies. I had like a farmer bunny and a fruits and veggies wagon. And I think I'm gonna replace this with pumpkins and mushrooms. My mushy pops over there. Rosie, will you grab those? So I have some mushy pops because I just feel like those are like so fall. How fall is that? A pumpkin and a mushroom. So woodland. Anyway.
Yes. 4.
I have 4 of these. That's not a very fall color. That's really not a fall color. But we are going to have this little, I'm going to have a little cart, a selling cart here. Anyway, those Sammy Spores are not new, but this guy is. This is by, do you remember her name, Rosie? Make It Yourself Papari. Make It Yourself Papari. I don't know. I'll link her name right here. And I followed her tutorial. I did use the Lion brand. This is the first time I've used this yarn. It was Lion brand Woolies, the Thick and Quick, which I think sounds like the name of like a lineman. Like a lineman's nickname. Anyway, Thick and Quick, the Woolies in the shade Oatmeal. It's like the perfect color for this. And I also added where you take the yarn and you wrap it around the pumpkin and cinch it tight to create these.
Mom, I got the scab off.
Good. I'm glad, Rosie. So I use that to make them more defined ridges in the pumpkin. So this just adds more of a like shape, pumpkin shape. Yeah. And then I freehanded the stem and the vine on it. So anyway. Yeah. Then I added I showed you guys these 3 of Lauren Dot Crochet's Charlie the Kitten pattern. I made
2 more.
I made 2 more of them. So now I added a calico cat, which I had so much fun making that. I was just freehanding the color changes, just kind of making them wherever.
Tail, it looked like a guinea pig or hamster.
It did look extremely guinea pig-like before the tail came around.
And this one.
And then I made a gray tabby. And I just kind of freehanded the stripes on those
My
too.
favorite one is this one. And it goes, this is my favorite, this is my second favorite, that's my third, that's my fourth, this is... It's the eyes.
It's the eyes. This one's eyes I put 1 row farther back than the rest. Whatever. It's still cute. All right, I'm going to put these... I have a little stack. Cute little stack of little kittens I can't stop making. I also yesterday made a possum. I'm going to show you guys my shelf that I'm trying to refill. So I made a possum yesterday.
And then 2 penguins.
And I made 2 penguins. This is my own. Well, I bought a pattern from Crochet by Jenna like 1.5 years ago, and it was little. Like, it was like a little possum. And at that time, I did not like making little things. I still don't like making little things that much. So I made it a lot chunkier.
I thought you liked making little stuff.
No, it's not my favorite. Working in small rounds is not my favorite. I've gotten better at it. Like, if I went back and made the original Crochet by Jenna pattern now, I probably would have no problem with it. But anyway, I modified it into a big chunky possum. So there's that. This is Hakia's art.
I like the blue one.
I've made these several times. This is the first time I've made a blue.
I like this.
Yeah. Today I am making, like, Rosie. Today I am making a ton of purple things. So I have pieces here. This is an axolotl body. I need to embroider the eyes and add the
And another bat.
frills and fins. I have a bat that I need to add the wings to.
Is this the one?
Yeah. And then I want to make a purple booty frog. I want to make a purple jellyfish. I want to make a purple chicken.
Chicken?
Yeah. I feel like people love this color, you guys. Anytime I have this color out, a purple plushie, like with my mushy pops or booty frogs or whatever, people always like this light purple color.
Okay.
So I'm making a bunch of light purple. I'm working through a light purple skein today.
I got an M&M.
You got an M&M?
Yeah.
Where?
I gave him one.
Where did we have on M&Ms?
James's.
Okay, great. Okay, let me show you guys my shelf that I'm working to restock right now.
Don't shake your butt.
Or you don't you dare. Hey! Get that booty off screen! Get that booty off screen. Guys, so here is my shelf. This is all the stock that I had left over. Well, I have some more, but this is just my regular shelf. So my goal is to fill this up. I'm working on it. This used to be the bird, or one of these used to be where I kept my birds that I put off.
This one.
Yeah, but we're gonna refill this with the cats. So Rosie, you want to fill up
The cat.
with the cats?
The cats.
There you go. Good job, Will.
Okay, let's put the weird one.
Then I have this restocked and this guy. I don't have room for the blue penguin. And then I have a lot of frogs, a lot of turtles to restock too. That's another purple thing I need to make today. Purple turtle. Well, I think we'll have 3 more turtles.
And that.
And that, yes. It is Wednesday.
No, Thursday.
It is Thursday. And Rosie she had an idea for what she wanted me to make today.
I'm going to make a turtle.
Rosie wants me to make a turtle. She found these plush yarns that have been sitting for quite some time in my yarn crib.
This is going to be the shell and this is the body.
Yeah, I bought these quite a long time. I believe this is the Pioneer Woman brand yarn, which they used to sell at Walmart. Walmart now doesn't sell anything. They do sell things, but I'm bitter about the cut in yarn that they've made in their inventory. But anyway, I believe this is Pioneer Woman. I don't know what this is. Maybe also Pioneer Woman. It's also a very plush yarn.
And these yarn are so soft.
They're extremely soft.
I wanted her to make this because she literally has no really soft items.
Apparently I have no really soft stuff. So we're gonna make a tofu turtle using
With this hook.
I think with an 8mm. If we have to move up to a 9, I'm just hoping I can do it with the 8 because I just don't know how far this yarn is gonna stretch. So that's our project for today. Rosie's gonna work on her reading while I do this. And
What? I'm not doing that.
Yes.
The first round of yarn chicken. Now we're moving on to the second round, the body.
Rosie,
We finished.
what did we finish?
A turtle that is the softest.
I finally have a soft item in my shop, apparently, according to Rosie.
Except for the big axe.
This foot is a little bit off-centered, even though I have the same amount of stitches between the neck and the feet. So, you know how that goes. So it's a bit wonky on the bottom. I think I would price him for $20.
And I'm gonna get the monies.
Rosie thinks she's getting the proceeds because she picked out the yarn and told me what pattern she wanted me to do.
I am.
Oh my.
So cute.
He is cute. I do like him. And it was a good use of yarn. We finished this yarn. We'll spilled a little bit of coffee on the end of it. Thankfully, we were done with the shell. So that was a good use of spending, using up.
This yarn.
Yeah. But at least we
Got some stuffy done.
Whoa. Yep. I guess I'm going to be working on tofu turtles today. This is the tofu turtle pattern. Did I already say that? By Meg Makes Crochet. I have about 3 of them.
Is this his tail?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have about 3 of these, 3 more of these that I need to make. Winnie, you're such an aggressive eater. Good morning, guys. It is Friday, and I am market prepping. I should be doing about 500 other things, but I'm kind of in like this brain. There's a snake? Okay, hold on. There's a snake in the yard. One moment. Okay, sorry for that small interruption. There was a little ringneck snake. Ring? I almost said a ringneck snake. A ringneck snake in the yard, but he slithered away like in a hole or something. We can't find him. Anyway, I was telling you that I'm in the middle of like brain paralysis where I'm thinking of all the things that I need to be doing or could do or should do, and I can't think of which one to do. Hold on, here's another interruption. Find the snake. However, Rosie found a frog.
Toad.
No, it's not a toad. That's a frog.
Okay,
That's a tree frog.
Little. Oh no.
Catch him, Ro.
Cool.
There you go.
I
Gentle.
don't want to.
Why not?
Cool.
Don't get him before the chickens do. The chickens will eat him. And it'll be a terrible death.
Oh no.
Hurry, get it before June gets here.
Ah! Ah!
Okay, the frog has been safely. Luke caught him and went and hid him in the bushes. So hopefully the chickens won't find him. Did you guys know chickens are like little dinosaur predators? Those things will eat mice. They'll eat frogs. They'll eat snakes. They're little predators. Anyway, we hid the frog so that hopefully he doesn't get eaten by the chickens. Anyway, I'm making a tofu turtle. I'm on my least favorite round, but I just finished it. The treble bobble stitches. Tofu turtles take me a long time, you guys. I don't know. Everyone else seems to just fly through turtle making, but I don't. I should show you what else I've made. I will. Let me finish him first, and I'll take you inside and show you what all I've made this week. All right, you guys. I'm trying to back you up so you could see more of what was behind me, even though this is a mess. I have shoved all my team theme plushies down here. They normally will take up 2 bins at my market, but I needed somewhere to show you what I've made this week. So it's still Friday, as I said earlier, and I forgot to show you what I've made over the last couple days. So I'm gonna show you that now, starting with my purple items. On my purple day, I ended up making not that many purple things. I made a purple axolotl. I usually make this with Pow Purple as the like fin and gill details, but I'm out of Pow Purple, and so I had to use this Premier Basic Chenille purple, and I'm just not a fan. I just don't like, the yarn is beautiful. It's soft, it works up great, it's wonderful to work with. But I just personally do not like warm toned purples. I don't like buying t-shirts or any clothing that is like a warm toned purple or red. Not red, like maroon. Any of the maroony to purple warm colors are they're like jewel tones. It's just not my cup of tea, but it will work. Somebody likes warm purple, so hopefully they like it on this axolotl. I sell these for $20. This is modified from a free pattern on Instagram. I'll link the maker below, but it's quite a bit bigger than the one on Instagram. Anyway, I also made a purple jellyfish with this is all with that baby lilac, and this is with one of the purple frosting shades, and I embroidered the eyes. I think on all of my axolotls and jellies, I'm going to start embroidering the eyes just because I like how they look. And if you have people that come to your booth and say, I don't know what to get, if they have little kids, I always recommend the jellyfish just because these are so fun to play with. And little babies, like, you can donate these to hospitals for babies because they can actually grab these little tentacles. And so I wanted to make sure I do embroidered eyes with the jellyfish so that they're completely baby safe. Purple this. I made another purple with that warm tone purple for a dark purple with these. This is a Bernat variegated sea colors. I don't know. Again, I usually pair this with the Pow Purple, but I'm out. This will have to do. He's really cute though. So I made 2 jellyfish, and then I finished my bat. Hold on. All right, sorry. I'm gonna have these out on my table. I'm gonna have all my Halloween themed or fall themed items out on the tables instead of in the 6-tiered shelf. So I have room to make one more bat, but I did make the light purple bat this week. I'm gonna make a black one. I think I'll have right here at the front. So I made a bat. This is from Naomi Crochet. It's like Naomi __ crochet. It's a free pattern on Instagram. I raved about it in my last video. And then the last purple thing I made was this purple tofu turtle. That's what I worked on today. I was on the tofu turtle kick yesterday. So I made this guy, this guy, this guy. This is my new favorite. This is with, this is a really popular turtle shell color for me at my markets. It's the Sailor's Delight yarn. And I paired it with this, I don't know, seafoam green light. It's like a light teal color, but it's not the color light teal, that's this. I think it's called like seafoam or something. I really like how that looks together. So I have these 3 that I made. Uh-oh, he's a little top leaning. No! And I made a big one that Rosie showed you. So I made this guy. This is with, this is also the tofu turtle pattern from Meg Makes Crochet. I made him. I'm gonna put him up at the top. You can't see him up there, but that will be a good spot for him because he's larger. Oh, and I made another possum, another chunky possum since my last one. I kind of want to make a pattern for this, but I don't, it's so hard to know like what is pattern, what constitutes, like I started from a Crochet by Jenna pattern, but then I've heavily altered it. I mean, the size is totally different. I did different rounds for the nose. I did different rounds for the feet. So I don't know. I really love him though, and people love him at my markets. I love how round and chonky he is. So anyway, here's this up there. On my hook currently is another Blossom Moon Crafts hanging basket. Remember, I made this miniature one in my last video. Whoa, I am losing it right here. Okay, here's the one I'm working on now. Here's the one that was in my last video. Uh-oh. Here. Balanced little guy. Okay, I'm making him with a larger, why did the eyes on camera, these look really off? I think it's because the white is coming up. Anyway, okay, I'm on the lovely bobble stitching down the chain section of this pattern, but I think it'll be cute. I'm gonna have 3 hanging baskets for this market. This is from Knots Mary Yarn. It's her hanging flower basket pattern. I love this pattern. I want to make more of them. I think I put too much stuffing in there because it's like a hill. Anyway, I have this. This is so cute. You can do this with so many colors. So I have the Knots Mary Yarn hanging basket. I'll have this Blossom Moon Crafts hanging basket. This does have a little swing that goes with it. I just haven't made it yet. And then I will have this, which is a combination. This is the Knots Merry Yarn basket, and then I paired it with a free pattern for this sprouting duck that I found on Instagram. I'll link the maker below, or put her name, not link it, but, well, I'll link it. I'll put it below. Anyway, so this comes out. I just put this, I paired it with the basket because it fits perfectly. So these will be my 3 hanging baskets for the market that I'll hang from my tent. So I have those. Today I need to get working on, I don't have any Mabel chickens made because I gave them all to the bookstore, so I need to make those. I'm also going to make some more of these bees that I freehanded. I'm gonna make 2 more of these so they can sit in a basket. I had these hanging around the tent at my last market, but I feel like people don't see them. They think it's just part of the decor. So I'm gonna move them into a basket in my tent. I wish that I had written down how I made these. This is my own pattern. It's like the size of a tennis ball. They're like these little mini bees. I'm gonna sell these for 10 or 12. But I wish I had written down what I did to make the wings, because I don't remember. And now I'm gonna have a hard time making them all look uniform because I don't. Anyway, I have 4 of those made. I'm gonna make 2 more. Okay, last thing I'm gonna show you, and then I'm gonna wrap up this video, is this. This is a donation. I'm going to donate this to a tournament that, it's a wiffle ball tournament run by a lady that I used to go to church with. Her son passed away in a car accident. I think he was in his 20s or 30s. I don't remember when he passed. But since he passed, she has started this like an organ donation charity, or like to raise money for organ donation. I'm butchering this right now. But last year I donated a basket of plushies to be auctioned off at the wiffle ball tournament, and all the proceeds will go to her nonprofit for organ donation. And so I was asked again if I could make another basket. So I went and picked up, this is a plant hanger basket. I got it on sale at Dollar General for like $4. How cute is this basket? Anyway, so I got this, and then I've just kind of stuffed it with some fall themed stuffies. So first in here is, this is my first ever pattern test. This is, I have it priced at 30. It should be more than that. It should be like 35. But I just added this little hanger to it so people can hang it in their house. I feel like this needs to go in someone's grandma's house, but it's got this little finch sitting on a stick on this birdhouse. I think this is by Emily's Stitching for You. I will put her name down below.
Oh.
But this will be in the basket.
Hi.
I'm putting like one-off things in the basket. That's worth $35 in the basket. Wait, no. Okay, the next thing I'm going to put in there is one that I made last year, and I think I'm going to update her eyes because I've gotten better at embroidery since I made this. I made this guy last year. This is the Boo Bee pattern. Get it? Boobies? Boo. Yeah. Anyway.
Boob.
Yeah. Booby. But it's a booby. Get it?
Yeah.
It's a pun. So I made this.
I thought it said boobs.
Well, that's the pun. Okay, anyway. This guy I made last year, and I'm just not going to make multiples of it. So again, I'm donating like one-off items into this basket. So again, this is worth $25. So these 2 together will be in there. And then I am putting a mole. I feel like woodland animals go with fall. Kyra from Kybe Creates just talked about this in her video, and I was like, yes, woodland animals are extremely fall. So moles, like raccoons, deer, toads, those are all like fall animals. Bears. Was he just on film? We're babysitting my neighbor's dog today. There's so many animals that come and go through these doors. Anyway, he's the only well-behaved one though. Waylon, our neighbor's dog, is the only well-behaved dog that's ever entered this home. Say hi, Waylon. Good boy, Waylon. Oh, you're so good. Okay. Waylon. Okay. So this is my mole pattern. I have this available on my Etsy. This was my Gen 1 mole, and so I make the muzzles of these smaller now. And again, when I change how I do things, then I want all my stuff to look uniform. So this is now a one-off item going into the thing. I have a Sammy Spore mushroom in here too. Again, this is one that I do them differently now. So this would be like how I do them now. So now I embroider. Okay. Now I embroider the like Mario eyeballs on here instead of doing the hey, hush.
Don't tickles.
Oh my gosh, this is so chaotic. All right. And I do bigger spots on them now. So this is smaller spots and these safety eyes. So since I'm changing to this style of Sammy Spore popping mushrooms, I put the older ones in here, or one of them. They pop like this. They're just bigger than her free one. Yeah. And then the last thing I put in here is my ghost, my car swinger ghost. So I am going to tack this back because I put the swing too far forward in his hands. So I am going to tack this back so that he balances correctly. But that will be the last thing in there. So what? 35 plus 25 is 60. This is worth 15. So this is 75. This is worth 18. So that's 90. This would probably be 10. 8 to 10. So that'll be $100 even for the basket, which I love how that is a nice even price. And this will go to the Chad Stacy Wiffle Ball tournament to donate towards organ donation. All right. I need to find like a cute way to display those in there, but that's that. Also today, the Clara chickens are now available on Anako Studios Etsy. I love these. These are super, super cute. And of course, you can make them not look like raved chickens if you don't give them the giant eyeballs.
And you can do any color you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Bok.
All right. I'm wrapping this up. I'm going to show you a small clip of me filling in the gaps on my shelf. And we will see you guys next week. Okay, bye.